I'm going to sneeze. Oh, really? Bless me in advance. G'day, Groovers. Monday morning, here we are again. Monday. Do I have anything I want to actually discuss? I'll see where the chat takes us this morning, I think. Although I do have a favour to ask everyone. Well, at least people who know how to contact me off the YouTubes. I'm working today and tomorrow. I'm, like many people, absolutely besotted. Good morning to you, Deb. Did you see the sunrise? Oh, so many pinks. It was stunning. I'm blaming the sunrises for being not late, but I faff around in the morning because I'm like, best way to start the day, a cup of tea, today's Wordle, and the sunrise. Oh, it looks like we're going to have that beautiful mirrored water going over the causeways and stuff too. Nice. But, Lorianne, hello, gorgeous. I did just get a glance of the mountain from afar. Look at that sky. So you want to in peak hour traffic? You better call Tor. You did call Tor. Um, I think I'm a bit hyper because of the sugar I ate last night, those Skittles. I think it was Meg who warned me about a sugar high, and I'm still on it, I think. I'm a bit hyper. There's the sort of remnants of the sun rising. Yeah, isn't it pretty? I love that. Look, stream out on a browser on your phone isn't ideal for lots of reasons. Like, it just doesn't have the functionality that apps have, and it's not designed for, broadcasting from a phone, and you only get to see a tiny little bit of chat. But one thing it does give, which sometimes is great, sometimes it's not, is this amazing panoramic view. Like, you can actually see more than I can. You get to see clouds and stuff. Like, for me, at the top of my windscreen, there's still cloud. But for you, you've got the tops of the clouds and then a heap of blue sky above that, just to give you perspective. I had a late espresso and then we're watching random sitcoms until morning. Sometimes they're fun. They're like, how did that happen? I usually like a little coffee after a meal, even if it's late. I think I've got some. I don't have any Italian heritage, unfortunately. I wish I did, but I'm one of those people that I can have a little macchiato after dinner and it doesn't keep me awake. But there have been occasions where I've had like a really shitty instant coffee in a motel or a hotel or something, and I've been awake for like 48 hours. I'm going to be drinking a lot of late night coffee this week because I'm working today and tomorrow, and then I'm flipping my existence so that I can watch all the Depp and Heard stuff live and go through the night and react to it and be live on YouTube and have a bit of fun with everyone. So, and then I'll be sleeping during the day because I just cannot wait to see Amber on the stand. Sky Z, hello. Good to see you. Says I finally found a channel name that I'm happy with, although I'll probably get sued now for making a play on words on Better Call Saul, but I doubt it. They'll be flattered, I'm sure. They'll be like some random little Tasmanian YouTuber. Go for it, girl. On this channel, yeah, I will be. I've got to have a look at the time zones and when it's live and just adjust my sleeping schedule, because there's no way I'm missing her live. I'm not waking up to that shit show and everyone else has already been discussing it for hours. Live. It's a bit like watch Wimbledon, because I don't want to wake up to the news of who. I want to watch them win it. Oh, it's going to be fascinating, Lorianne. Like, and all of that, the stuff that Diane's statement, that what they're going to put. I mean, this trial is teaching me so many things, and one of them is, wow, Amber Heard's lawyers are the most shambolic mess of lawyers I've ever seen. I'm just good. Hello, where the hell have you been? And nice to see you. It has been way too long. We're just driving to town. I'm going to work Monday morning. It's a pleasant 11 degrees Celsius in Tasmania. Pretty awesome sky, though. One of the advantages of heading into winter is that we do get pretty amazing sunrises on the drive to work. I know her expression, isn't it? How can she, I don't know how she doesn't flinch when some of the stuff is being said. Like, Johnny reacts to everything. Just have a look at him reacting to his security guard being asked about whether Johnny was going to do a wee in the foyer. And in his Scottish accent, he's like, and I love that his name's Connolly. That just kills me. Billy Connolly fans will get that reference. But I think I'd remember seeing Johnny Depp's penis. But there's no way. How can she just not react to anything? And the only time she did, so she does react sometimes. One of her most animated reactions was when Johnny was asked if he was physically a lot bigger than her, and he said, I don't think so. And her face, she was so dark. And then he has this cheeky little, he's so proud of that comment. You're working your butt off. Well, don't work too hard. My work's pretty crazy too, but I'm glad that and I like crazy. I don't like having nothing to do. I find doing nothing really tiring because you can't actually stop and have a rest. But I kind of know when I go to work each week that, I'm going to have 2 or 3 days of absolute mania. But it's so rewarding, my job, that you just get on with it. It's kind of like an adrenaline rush. And then you have time to wind down, which you need, because it can be quite emotionally challenging. It's certainly an area of law that not everyone can do. It's very emotionally draining because we deal with a lot of vulnerable people that are often, at the point of wanting to, I can't say much, but you know what I'm going to say, or what I'm inferring. My clients are very vulnerable, and a lot of them have psychological injuries, and often as a result of what's happened to them in the workplace. Lorianne, you literally need to work your butt. Hey, we like big butts and we cannot lie. We're all beautiful just the way we are. I had a troll last night who wasn't even funny. I hope Francesca pops in because I want to thank her for some of her comments about him were killing me. It was hilarious. But I mean, he had a very limited repertoire. He came barging into my life telling me I was fat, which is, pretty intellectual, right? And then he went on to tell me that I was ugly. He wished me luck with menopause, and at the end informed me I look like a man. No, one of those insults was really original or interesting enough to try and come up with a witty response. So the calling me fat, I just gave the standard response of, the only reason I'm fat is because every time I sleep with his dad gives me a block of chocolate. He was a real rocket scientist, and interestingly, he calls his penis. That's how intelligent this discussion was. He calls his penis the skyrocket. So we played a bit of afternoon delight for him. I mean, I love trolls. Like, I am all for them, especially when they're funny. But he was a bit limp. I'm not going to lie. There wasn't much going on. He was kind of like, everyone in my chat was the Johnny Depp of the trial last night, and he was definitely the Amber Heard, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, we had a bit of afternoon delight, and every time I hear skyrockets in flight, I'm going to think of him, which is unfortunate. But, yeah, so bring on the trolls. Oh, also, I don't know if AJ will pop in, but AJ is hooking me up with an American creator who is covering, well, he does a lot of stuff on his channel, but he's also, like, pretty much the planet is into the Depp v. Heard trial. Real chill Graz. I don't know if I've got a mod in chat, but if someone's got access to a browser and can find his YouTube channel and drop the link, that'd be awesome. But I was in his live yesterday because AJ had mentioned him and I wanted to check him out. And Jules of Thought was in there as well. And there's a possibility that, and I'm hoping it'll come together because I think it'll be really fun, but also with some content, like some knowledge. The three of us might be doing a panel on his channel, which would be awesome. I'll let you know if it happens. I'll put stuff on my community page. But he's got a really lovely chat as well. I know, we're all going to have it in our heads all night and all day. Skyrockets in flight. Afternoon delight. AJ might be doing what most Australians are doing right now, probably eating breakfast and getting ready to go to work. It's only 7:24 a.m. Good to see you, though, Shady Man MI5. Oh, shit, you sent me something I wanted to respond to. This is a problem. I can't find the time. I don't know how these YouTubers can do lives for 6 hours and then also do all the other shit they've got to do in their lives, like actually responding to messages from real life friends and, you know, cleaning the house and cooking food. And because I do all of that stuff, which is why I don't go live on YouTube for 6 hours, because I've got shit to do. I got shit to do. Yeah, pop all the lyrics in. The only way to get rid of an earworm is you've got to sing it and give it a really big finale. I learned that years ago, and it does work. So you've got to sing it out loud. If you want to do some interpretive dance with it as well, and then when you get to the end, you've got to do, like, you know, a massive drum roll, have the whole brass section just going off, percussion are going nuts, and you've got to do this gigantic finale, and then the song will get out of your head. Just don't do it in public because people will look at you weirdly. Try to do it in the comfort and privacy. There's the recliner still on the side of the road. There's a dead recliner on the side of the road. Those fuckwits didn't register their address. Our council very kindly, included in our rates, will come and pick up our hard rubbish, but you've got to register. Those lazy fuckers have just stuck it out there and they still haven't registered. That recliner's been there for months. Oh, a kazoo would be sensational, Lorianne. I mean, a recorder would also do the trick. Whatever you've got. I mean, a pot and a wooden spoon. Whatever you've got. Or you could use two lids of your saucepans for cymbals and just clash, bang them together like there's no tomorrow. But that is, there you go. So you learn something every day. That's how you get rid of an earworm. You've done that song in public a few times. You know all the words. Sing along, everybody. Look, I guess, I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10 as a troll, he was like a 1, maybe a 2. But he got us all singing Afternoon Delight, so there's that. He probably wasn't even born when that song came out. Judging from the level of maturity in his heckles, I don't think he was even alive when Afternoon Delight first came out. Whereas a lot of people in the generation before me probably lost their virginity to that song. So yes, he told us he has a very large and nice penis, and it's called the Skyrocket. He got a few weird looks, but calming your kid. That song calms your kid down. I suppose if you sing it like the Carpenters did, you know, or Olivia Newton-John or something, if you sang it like in the voice of a sweet female singer. But if you put that in the hands of Marilyn Manson, it would be as dirty as it is, you know. Not going to lie, Joey Wilson sent me a link to, well, she actually posted it in my chat last night of a Marilyn Manson video for one of his songs with Johnny in it. Holy shit. I'm now totally into Marilyn Manson too. I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea. Scout! Hello! Good morning. Poor Sunny, she's back at home sulking because Mum's gone to work. I gave her some treats though, and I told her to, you know, have a good day. Oh my God, this car in front of me. You may not be able to read it, but because you get the panoramic view, has got hashtag Scott's a fuckwit on his rear window. It's just like Scott is our Prime Minister, Scott Morrison. And then he's also got a hashtag Tim's a flog. So, who's Tim? Who's Tim? Tim's a flog. Maybe it's not about our Prime Minister, but that's funny if it is. Scott's a fuckwit. Good old Aussie humour. Mind you, I've got a sticker on the back of my window that's got a stick figure girl flipping the bird that says, I don't give a... What's it? Honestly, I don't give a flying fuck who's in your family. You know those My Family stickers? Did you guys in the States, you would have had My Family for sure. I know you have because I've seen photos of Star Wars and zombies and all sorts of shit on the back of windows in America. But yeah, hashtag Scott's a fuckwit. If that's about our Prime Minister, that is very funny. The BCT family, I know, we're changing. We've changed. I'm not changing it again. And membership levels will change hopefully today. It takes about 24 hours for the new names to be approved. But I've tried to give legal names, and just because of the trial at the moment, there are some of them, like the lowest level on my membership is the Megapint Magistrates. Another level, there's a Legal Beagle. I think there's a Judge Muffin. So yeah, all of your levels, your names are going to change. What was that, Shady Man? I don't know. What was that? I'm not sure what you're talking about. But I look like a man. What would I know? I'm bummed too. At the end of my life, after he told me I looked like a man, I had a really good one-liner and I was muted the whole time. And then I ended my live only to see everyone going, "You're muted." I was like, "Oh, shit." I can't even remember what it was now, but it was good. I think it was Cement Shoes who said, oh no, it was Punish Dad who said, "She's not muted, she's just censored." So what are you groovers up to today? Oh, Scout, after doing yard work all weekend, I need a mega pint. You sure do. You sure do. But my car just made a weird noise. I was half expecting it not to move. That would be a bit of a bummer. We all need mega pints. There's no other kind of glass or mug in my house now that isn't a mega pint. If people drop in, I'm like, would you like a mega pint of tea or coffee or rum? AJ, hello. I was just chatting about you. I was just talking about Graz and how it could be fun if Jules of Thought and I get on a panel with you. I reckon it'd be hilarious. I think it'd be informative. Oh, permission granted, Scout. Drink mega pints till you're blue in the face. We all should. I just wish we could all go a mega pint and then break out in that smile that Johnny Depp does, but no one smiles quite like him. Yeah, you're like Beetlejuice, but in a positive way. Say your name 3 times and you appear. Someone actually asked where you were. I think it might have been Shady Man MI5. I said, oh, it's 7:30 in the morning in Australia. She's probably doing what everyone else is doing, getting up, having breakfast, getting ready for work. But yeah, I was thinking about the Graz thing, and if that comes together, I think it'll be really interesting because Jules has got a great sense of humour about this too, and she's fangirling for JD like there's no tomorrow. Um, and I nice. That's all right. Thank you for acknowledging me. That's cute. We're good peeps here. Um, yeah, I think it'd be interesting because we've got sort of knowledge to contribute to an intelligent discussion, but we're all kind of there's a prevailing humour that runs through things that we do as well. Yeah, mega pint with Johnny. Everyone wants to have a mega pint with Johnny. Tori, Jules, and Graz threesome. I mean, collab. We can be a threesome. Although that's not my ideal threesome. But what are we chatting about threesomes for? And AJ's made me go down this road. My ideal threesome is me and 2 dudes. What's everyone else's? I don't know what to do with women. I get all no. 2 dudes, thanks. You're still waking up and you brought up threesomes? Yeah, the coffee hasn't kicked in. Well, did you have a mega pint? Thank you, Scout. I love how Scout mods her little butt off. Scout mods her butt off even if it's just me and Scout in chat. It's cute as. I can't like myself. I mean, you can on YouTube, but you get into trouble. You can't even, like, if you subscribe to yourself, that's naughty as well. You do need a mega pint. Lorianne drank with him. He was such a doll. You do need to find your pictures. I can't believe they're not, you know, in prime position in your house somewhere. My God, if I had a photo of me with Johnny Depp, it'd be my wallpaper. But Johnny's already won it, irrespective of what Amber's team, like, Amber's team have lost so much credibility. I mean, objecting to your own question really was the final nail in the coffin. But it has been. Look how beautiful the water is today with the causeway reflecting all the clouds. Oh, it's like driving through a painting. I love this bit of the drive. She is our wonderful mod ninja. Hey, AJ, do you have a wrench? I can't remember. I was going to ask you if you want one if you haven't got one, but then I thought, after our chat yesterday, I thought, no, maybe you'd just be happy if you don't have one, just cruising around. But if you do, let me know either way. If you do, it's yours. If you already have one, ignore me. And if you don't want one, I try not to block. But if you do not do a megabyte, bye-bye. Exactly. I'm hoping Francesca wakes up and pops in because she was cracking me up. I mean, that live last night was funny as. But there were just some comments about the troll and everything that were just, I kept thinking about them last night when I was sort of doing the final tidy up before I went to bed. And you're happy either way. All right. Now that I've seen you modding, you went to the same mod school as Scout. I mean, I know that I have a very top-heavy mod collection, but I used to do what I think it was actually Science Girl who started doing it. Well, she was the first person I saw doing it, where she would give every single person a wrench when they came into her lives so that, if there was someone in her chat with a wrench who didn't like someone, they wouldn't just time them out, because obviously we've seen that happening all over the place in the years we've all been on YouTube. So I used to do that too, and I quite liked it. But then I kept forgetting to de-wrench people. And I'd have other people going, oh, don't forget to de-wrench them. They'll fuck up your channel. You were listening to Debbie's testimony today, huh? What? Is it back on a Sunday? What? Explain it, Scout. Who's Debbie? Who's Debbie? I can't. Hey, Trixie Tension. Oh, you were listening to my live while you were washing your lady? Cool boy, I'd love to hear that. He'd think that he inspired that. When I was doing breakfast radio, I finally met this chick. She asked me to MC at a gig, and we've ended up becoming incredibly great mates. But she confessed to me that she used to listen to me in the shower when she was getting ready to go to work. And she's like, nothing sexual, nothing sleazy. Yeah, not so cool guy. No, disappointing. Like, come on, improve your troll game. If you're going to troll, I'm the creator that wants funny shit. Like, you guys know that I'm not a creator that's like, block that troll. Like, I want to toy with them, but they've got to be funny or smart. Debbie's JD's nurse. Oh, was she the one that went to the island for the detox? Yesterday was Smooth Criminal. I haven't done anything on that channel for ages. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you were listening to it? Maybe. My niece is so cute. She's like, I loved falling asleep to Smooth Criminal. And I said, I've got so many more episodes to record. It takes a day, though, to do one episode. And at the moment, with Depth vs. Heard, I don't have a day to do an episode of Smooth Criminal, but I will. What I'm going to do is go live with them, and then I'm going to convert the MP4 on YouTube to an MP3 and upload it to the podcast platform. So the podcast is going to be a bit different. A lot of podcasts are just recorded, but I'm actually going to have live interaction in mind. I'm wondering if people on podcasting platforms will enjoy a slightly different style of podcasting. Are we listening to Smooth Criminal while you were doing yard work? I don't know if I've listened to Debbie's testimony. I mean, I've listened to so much now. I mean, I can recite a lot of Johnny on the stand now. You're planning on covering your headboard in the master bedroom. Yeah, I might have to Google it too, Trixie. You might have to get onto the YouTube search bar and type in Debbie the Nurse. Gojo. Hi, great new name, etc. Thank you. Is that a new name for you too? Gojo? I like your name too. Oh, Debbie says it's I don't recall. Yeah. I'm amazed at how many of his team remember as much as they do. I think life would just be a never-ending, joyful time with Johnny. Isn't it incredible how many staff he's had for like 25, 30 years? Speaks volumes. Oh, I love Moroccan themes. So you've got all those yummy fabrics. Have you got Moroccan tiles happening? I'm so into that stuff, Lorianne. I'm even Moroccan food. Oh my God. I eat a lot of Middle Eastern food. It's my favourite. I want flavour bombs. But the thing, you could even get just some little 2 Moroccan tiles, little ones. Oh, you want to make your own? Um, as little coasters on your bedside tables. I've got a Moroccan themed coaster on my desk at work. I've got a box of them. They're pretty. Mega Pints forever. I'm so tempted to get that as a. I hope Meg Healy's changed her name to Mega Pint Healy too. I begged her to last night and she said she would, just for me. But if my name was Meg, I'd be changing it to Mega Pint for sure. But I think it speaks volumes how Johnny's team, like his staff, have been with him forever. Like I can't imagine why you would want to not work for Johnny Depp. They're both on my list too, Lorianne. But I'm definitely India. I'm definitely going to go with a friend of mine who actually lived there and married an Indian a long time ago. But yeah, all the fabrics and spices, bring it on. And the music and the jewelry, everything. In another world, I was a Moroccan exotic dancer, I think. You sound very creative, Laureate. I'm about to do some macrame for the first time ever. I bought a gorgeous planter that I want to. A lot of people hang plants from their ceilings, and I love that look. I've had it for years too, but over the years, I kept thinking that the only downer is the sort of everything's up really high, and I want to actually see the soil and the plant and nurture it. So anyway, I got this beautiful hanger, which has a macrame cord, sort of macrame cords holding it up, but it's about a foot short for where I want it to hang. So I bought matching twine, and I've got a macrame for beginners book, and I'm going to do a plait to make it long enough that it's hanging low enough for me, if that makes sense. It's got a climbing fig in it, which I didn't even know about the climbing fig. as an indoor plant. And then I've got this, it looks like a big sort of cake tin, and it's very rusty looking, and it's got across the bottom there's like a bit that goes across so you can plant things in it, if that makes sense. Like there's a wall on the outer part of it so you put all the soil in and plant it. Anyway, the guy at the nursery that I adore, he said, what about a climbing fig? And I said, I've never heard of that. So anyway, we put it in and it's flourishing. It loves it. So when I got this other hanger or hanging thing, and I was sort of said, have you got another plant like the climbing fig that would go well in it? And he's like, why don't you just get another climbing fig since you're obsessed with it? And I was like, all right. So this one hopefully will actually climb up the macrame and sort of head up to the ceiling. The other one's just doing what it wants. It's kind of a bit erratic and crazy. I love it. But this one's actually got a little trellis and everything, so it's already climbing. But it's a really pretty little indoor plant. If you've got a planter that you want some movement to sort of explore, check out climbing figs. It's got the prettiest little leaf on it. It doesn't grow fruit. But it's part of the fig family, and it's got the prettiest little leaves and everything. It's very nice. So yeah, if you're struggling to find the perfect indoor plant for a pot or a hanging planter or something that you've got, maybe look into getting a climbing fig. Oh, AJ's checking them out. I'm not going to read chat now because, well, I can read while we're crawling, but I glanced down. Yeah, look, I might even go live and do it. The other thing I want to go live and do, when my house was finally finished and I've moved in, I bought a wooden airing rack because I'm all about wood and I don't want plastics and shit in my house. Trust you, tours, after making my life a dream with I know, Laurie Ann's heard of climbing figs. They're really pretty. But yeah, no, I'm happy to do the macrame. We'll do a macrame live for sure. Why not? Want to learn how to make a macrame pot holder? Better call Tor. Is still changing my life. I just like every time I see something that I'm like, this needs cleaning, I get so excited because I know that with it's going to be effortless. And like I coded my car the other day and it looks like it's been detailed by a professional. I didn't coat the windscreen though. The windscreen needs coating. I've actually got to put water in my wipers thing again, but good luck with your lemons. I had a lemon tree on my deck, but the little brush-tail possums, I've got a succulent on my deck at the moment that's got all these little bite marks out of the top leaves that a possum's been nibbling on. It makes me laugh. Oh, there's a possum on the road. I cry when I see possums on the road because they've got such cute little personalities. But yeah, I noticed there's all these. I'll have to show you that too. It's so cute. Most people who lose their shit, they're like, oh, you fucking possum, look what you've done to my plant. Whereas I'm like, look at all the little bite marks. It's so cute. But yeah, I had a lemon tree. It had about 9 lemons on it. I was so proud of it. And then I woke up one morning and a possum had come along and had taken 1 bite out of every lemon. If your lemon struggles, well, you're probably a better gardener than me, Laurie, and you sound very creative, but having another citrus nearby will make it better. I learned that. You don't have to have a male and female lemon tree, but if it's not producing, if it's not yielding fruit, if you stick another citrus near it, it'll be happy. Could be another lemon, could be a lime. Oh, you've been using yeah, I use on. I've got like a roasting dish that I use for my barbecue, and honestly, it's sort of beautifully seasoned because of
how many roasts I've done in it, and I've never really been able to clean it. And I coated it the other day, and I was like, oh my god. I let it sit though for a while. I actually gave it about 3 coats before I scrubbed, but it's like a shiny new pin. It's actually been put back in my kitchen, whereas it had been sent to purgatory. All my pots, when they're starting to look shabby as, end up being for my barbecue. Oh, lemon tree leaves are divine. They're beautiful. Oh, Trixie's looking. Look at us all chatting gardening. Go us. We started out talking about threesomes and we've moved on to gardening. But that wooden towel era thing, like, I've got all the equipment to put it together, but it looks like a project. But because I've been minimalising a lot, I keep seeing the box with all of it, with this rack, and I'm like, just make it. But I think I'll need company making it, so I thought, why not go live? And you can see how patient I am with assembling things. Yeah, I'd love apple trees too. I've got the land for it too. I've got 3/4 of an acre, but possums and apples. I mean, I sometimes think I should plant an apple tree just for them because I adore them. The possums. But yeah, any edibles. I mean, like this succulent that's been slowly decimated by the possums. I really think that poor little possum's just so hungry. He's like, I don't like succulents, but fuck it. Any port in the storm, beggars can't be choosers. Damn it, I'm eating the succulent. That was weird. The speed went from 60 to 80 and now back to 60. What's going on? What's going on? Sky rockets in flight. Oh, shit. I'm going to be sitting at work today dealing with clients, and then I'm going to get off the phone and I'm going to do Afternoon Delight. I need another song in my head. Actually, because I can't read chat for a while, let's see what's on the radio. I'll find a new earworm.
But if you went to Bridgewater High, got a couple of voices.
Jesus. All right. It's Billie Jean is the new earworm. Sing along, everybody. Just remember to always think twice. Don't think twice, don't think twice. Woo! Wait. Mega Plants Not Turds. I can't tell who that's from, but thank you. It doesn't have the name. Oh, wait a minute. Someone's changed their name to Mega Plants Not Turds. I thought that was the message. Thank you. £5. Thank you very much. I love his singing too. We'll put it back on because I shouldn't be looking at chat. Here we go. All right, so that's our new earworm. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. Michelle P. Aloha. Welcome to Better Call Tour, where we've been talking threesomes, gardening, and why everything from Morocco is amazing. How you doing? Scow's doing the moonwalk. I turned it off because I didn't know how the volume was for you guys. If it was too distorted or... Who did you used to be, Megapines? Not turds. I gave you a wrench and you didn't know what to do with it. Everyone's got a wrench, nearly. I'm good, Michelle P. I'm on my way to work Monday morning. Getting very excited about the Depp versus Heard trial this week and plan to be changing my daily routine so that I can be wide awake when the trial is live, and then I'll sleep a little bit during the day. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I am hoping that Ben Chu, Johnny's lawyer, has a field day with Amber. I cannot believe how inept her legal team are, and just how when you think Amber Heard couldn't look any worse, oh yes she can, and it's her lawyers who are doing it. It's brilliant. And Elaine, who sounds like Diane from Diane's channel, I reckon she's so got the boner for Johnny. She's trying to infer that Dr. Curry had some kind of, crush or whatever on Johnny, but it's obvious that Elaine, who sounds like Diane from Diane's channel, is the one who's got a boner for Johnny. Oh, God. We've got a state and federal election. Look at this on the left. We've got Narelle Button, whoever the fuck she is, and some other chick. Just why? I will never vote for anyone who stands on the side of a highway waving bloody claw flutes. No. The first time I saw a politician doing that here in Tassie, I actually thought it was a special needs guy, and I was kind of thinking someone needs to go and get him off the side of the highway. It's dangerous. And then I realised that it was actually a dude that was running for Parliament, and I was like, well, you won't be getting my vote. What a waste of time. Get out on the footpaths in the suburbs and door knock and chat to people, go to shopping centres, chat to people. Don't wave placards on the side of the road and think that that is going to entice someone to vote for you. That repels me. But then I was a kid that got dragged from pub to pub by my politician father to meet the punters, and Dad would shout an entire front bar and he was repeatedly re-elected. Go figure. He bought mega pints for everyone. And I'd be sitting there with my little raspberry and lemonade. Dad would buy the three of us a raspberry and lemonade and we'd all be friggin' hyper. Mr. Rottenborn. I can't wait. I just love the I love all the footage of Johnny with Ben Chu. Like, honestly, they look like they went to school together. They're so cute. It's a bit of a bromance. They're just cracking each other up, and Ben Chu doesn't miss a trick. And he's been so intelligent with how he's handled the case, because he's not objecting every 32 seconds or every 13 seconds like Elaine and her gang are. Johnny's team have been very clever in keeping the amount of objecting to a very low, very low. It's such a great strategy, because in doing that, when they do object, the jury's like, oh, okay, this is important, because they're only objecting on rare occasions. But her team, with the constant objection hearsay, is just pissing people off. I haven't found out who's Megapines and not turds. Is it Shady Man MI5? She's been known to change her name, and the pound might be a clue. I can't read chat, so if she's identified her former name, I missed it. And I definitely can't read it now. Gorgeous day here today. It's May, right? Wait, this is still like summer. But I swam at the beach last week twice. It's almost unheard of. And there's not a lot of autumn leaves around either. Like the trees, some of them, I'm looking at straight ahead is the botanical gardens, and I can see some trees are changing colour, but it's been autumn for ages. It was the same last year. But climate change deniers are batshit. Tassie's always had 4 very definite seasons. I mean, sometimes you can get all 4 in one day, but that's one of the things I love about living here, is that we get 4 very distinct seasons. But we're starting to get these really long Indian summers. I mean, I've got it's a work dress, but a summer work dress on, and I do have knee-high boots on, but I've got bare legs, that kind of look. And I'm comfortable, I'm not cold at all. It's warm. Sun is shining. There's a couple of trees that are starting to look more autumny, but what is it? Is it the 1st of March autumn starts? I think it is. And we're now in May. Hopefully I'll be able to read chat soon, Groovers. We've got a bit of time. Oh, I'm a bit later than you. Got a bit of time in the car park. Oh, Joey Wilson. Joey Wilson, you've got me hooked on Marilyn Manson now. After listening to that song and watching the video in its entirety a few times, I was like, how have I missed Marilyn Manson? I'm into him. I'm digging him. I'm digging his music. I'm surprised that's not. I don't know how I kind of missed him. I don't know where I was or what I was listening to when he was topping the charts, but when this trial is over, I'll be going down to Marilyn Manson. I know he's got a bit of a controversy surrounding him at the moment, but I can separate somebody's talent from their personal life. I still love Louis C.K. and he got absolutely dethroned as one of America's best comedians during the Me Too movement. And, you know, rightly so, he should have been called out for what he was getting up to, but I can still see that he's one of the greatest comedians of our generation. I'm able to separate. I mean, look at all the music we listen to, like classical music, and then you look into the actual history of the incredibly talented composers, and for the most part, they were all bad boys. Shakespeare. I think you've got to be a little bit warped to be amazingly brilliant at what you do. Because you've got to think differently to everyone else so that what you're expressing stands out and people pay attention. That's my... Oh, I didn't want to be this car. Blocking the pedestrians. I apologise. Knitting with cat fur. I still have no idea who you are, Megapints. You fucked Twiggy's cousin just to meet him. Well, whatever it takes, right? I've got no idea who you're talking about. Who's Twiggy? I know Twiggy, the female model from the 60s. Who's Twiggy? Trixie. Twiggy. Do I know Gob? No. Gob? In Australia, Gob is like, well, Gob has several meanings, but shut your gob, like shut your mouth. You can also do a gobby, which is where you do like a, that's a gob. I think we even had lollies as kids that were called gobbers. Who's Gob? I want to see the Hollywood Vampires too. Oh, Twiggy Ramirez was Manson's guitarist. Well, like I said, I'm only just getting into MM, not Makeup Mobster, Marilyn Manson. So I got a lot to learn. Oh, who took my park? That's all right. I'll go in the one next to it. Who is that? Who's that silver Holden driving thug who took my spot? Yeah, gobby does mean use a makeup brush to fertilise your mega pints, not turds. Now that I've stopped, are you Shady Man MI5? Because I know that you're quite the pro when it comes to changing your name. Look them up. They're a good band. We used to pay $5 to see them play at local rec centre. They called it Coffee Jam. Oh, I'm going to be looking it all up. Like I said, Joey's got me intrigued. Well, I mean, she did send me the hottest music video I've seen in a very long time with Johnny entertaining some very lucky ladies. Oh, I bought new gumboots on the weekend. They're patent leather. They're cute. Well, they're patent leather look. They're very cute. All right, makeups. Let's do that. Tori was fucking around all morning and now she's paying the price. He was hot, but I were friends with his ex and he's an abuser. Everything about Manson is true. All right, I'll listen a little bit. I won't spend days researching. It is shady. I did see your subtle way of showing it. Did I not comment? It was late when I watched. But yeah, it was very clever. Where's my little makeup headbandy thing that I don't get makeup all over my hair? Jesus, Tori. Oh well, looks like it might be a makeup on hair kind of day. Sure, I grabbed one this morning. Where did I put it? I don't know. Bring back the masks. I liked it. Uh-oh. You love the rebrand. Well, thank you. Someone who's got a bit of an interest in you didn't like my rebranding and called me a boomer and said his name was cooler than mine. And I'm like, is there anything cooler than a play on words from a spin-off show from Breaking Bad? Like, truly. Way cooler than his name. But yeah, I noticed there was something on his channel about you. YouTube son. And a few other names on there that I recognise too. So I've got a fair idea from whence he came. But yeah, he told me my name was shit and I'm a boomer. And I actually paused whatever I was doing and put my mic on and said, I'm fucking Gen X. Shit face. I didn't say that. I can't remember what I said, but I did say I was Gen X. But yeah, there was something on his video. I haven't listened to it. I don't really want to give him a view, but your name was in his little selection of weird videos. So yeah. Yes. Cool boy. Because isn't that a cool name? Jesus Christ. Joey was a ripper. And if Francesca, if she drops in right before I end this live, which she sometimes does, you were cracking me up last night too, Francesca. I'll send you a message today about it in case you don't come in. But Joey had the ultimate. She was like, you lost me at boy. So what's his story and why is he hovering around my channel telling me to enjoy menopause, telling me, what did he say, I'm fat, I'm ugly, and I look like a man? And he called me a boomer. To be honest, that was the only thing that offended me. Fucking Gen X, I'm proud of it. Don't you ever call me a boomer. Yeah, so who is that little shithead? Because he really needs to up his troll game. He had none of his heckles were good. I mean, he did tell us all that he calls his penis the skyrocket. So I busted out Afternoon Delight, which has the line skyrockets in flight, Afternoon Delight. So that was a nice little sing-along that we all had, but that was the best offering and it was still pretty lame. But yeah, what milkshake of mine brought Cool Boy to my yard? Cool Boy isn't everyone's cup of tea. He's very cruel and usually really drunk, which doesn't help. Well, he's only not my cup of tea because he just wasn't interesting or funny. Like, I love the trolls, as you know. Hey, CCC, how are you? I will be doing more scam baiting, Trixie, yet, but not till this trial is over because it is my obsession. I'm not watching or doing anything but that, except for like little drives and chats. Probably randomly searching live stream. Yeah, well, if you're on good terms, I don't know if you're a buddy or not, but if you are, as you know, I'm all about funny trolls. But yeah, he didn't pass the funny troll test, unfortunately. He was very lame. But like I said, the only thing that I found a little bit offensive was calling me a boomer. And I know people go, oh, it's just an expression. It's like, no, it means something. It represents a generation that I'm not part of. I mean, it's pretty, like, it was very lame. You're fat. He started telling me I was fat, and I said, that's only because every time I fuck his dad gives me a block of chocolate. Badooch. Yeah, and wishing me all the best with menopause. I mean, biology jokes are pretty lame, or not jokes, but comments. Like, no one in their right mind would voluntarily go through menopause, but unfortunately, that's just part of nature and can't do much about it. But I actually had a pretty easy time of it, so I'm sure he'll be upset to hear that. You need more sleep, Joey. You don't want to bully, but I want to take the piss. Gen X's are the bee's knees. Here she is. Francesca, hello. I meant to message you and I didn't. Usual Monday crap, I'm faffing around at home, but I just wanted to let you know you were cracking me up last night in chat. That friggin' dude. I was just disappointed. Like I'm all for trolls. So many channels see a troll and boom, they're blocked. I think it's quite fun to time them out when they are saying stuff that's pretty lame, and I can't think on the spot of anything witty to say because they didn't give me anything to work with. And it's kind of funny when they finally get back from their timeout and they come back in with another piss weak comment. It's like, well, you didn't use your 5 minutes very wisely. And Francesca was just like, boom, timed out again. That stuff cracks me up. I don't know why, but it does. But some of your comments, like when I said to you, or when I was playing Afternoon Tonight, I said, is this making everyone horny? And you're the first person to respond, and you're literally just like, no. Things like that, little sort of subtle comments make me laugh a lot. I'm easily entertained, which is why Pool Boy let everyone down. Doesn't have to do much to... The sky is beautiful. You might be behind. Can you see a little bit of sky through the buildings? Yeah, he was lame. He was. It was disappointing because I've got not members, but there's members of this community who initially came in as a troll, who are now just subs that participate in chat and carry on with everyone else. But they started out like their foray into this community was to be a troll, and they've ended up just becoming subs. And some of these guys and girls that have been trolling for a long time, you'd think that by now they would have learned some new lines and, improved with time. Although we know on YouTube there's also shitloads of people that just get stuck in a pattern that they never break out of. They don't grow or evolve at all. And some of these trolls, I guess, are similar. They don't evolve. Like FOD. Didn't she just vanish without a trace? I was thinking about the other day. There's so many people that used to be really prolific on YouTube that literally just, he needs meditation and prune juice. Yeah, it sounded like he hadn't done a poo today. Yeah, the number of people that have literally just vanished, who used to be very prolific on YouTube, and then they just, one day they're there, the next day they're not. And I think FOD really surprised me, because to me, FOD was doing it because FOD was loving all the chaos that she was causing. I could never imagine her just leaving, disappearing, because she seemed to be so into the chaos that she was causing. And then just like that, bang, gone. Yes, mega pints for all the groovers. I'm just going to have a quick ciggy before I head in to another Manic Monday. But yeah, you were cracking me up, Francesca, and I was going to send you a little note, and then I got tired and passed out and then ran around. It's a bit dull. Well, we'll be changing that. I've been trying to find a focus for my channel for years, and I did, Joey. I acknowledged that before. I know exactly what. Yeah, I just saw that clip where the matching tattoos, and then you slammed a bit of the film clip in. Yeah, I did. I saw it. I don't know where you were. I literally mentioned that a few minutes ago and said, yes, yes. Oh, shit, my phone hasn't been charging. Last night was fun. But I think now that I've kind of got, I feel happy now that I've got my name in my channel. It just feels more me. And I'll be doing a lot more, you know, commentary of trials and stuff. I'll be doing more legal stuff, although obviously on here it is for entertainment purposes only. I don't want anyone to ever think what I'm saying is solid legal advice. I don't want to get my practicing certificate removed because I say something on YouTube that someone takes seriously. Well, which would, no, I will be factual what I say about legal stuff, but you are here, Mega Pints. I hope you do enjoy your mega pint of brewed iced tea, Scout. That sounds delicious. I love iced tea on a hot day after you've been doing gardening or yard work, as you guys call it. Sending out some orange zombie scooters. They were so lame, AJ. They were clearly a gimmick to trick stupid children. I've still got Afternoon Delight stuck in my head, by the way. Billie Jean did not get rid of it. It's in the back of my head. I'm singing it as we sit here chatting. Oh, peppermint iced tea, yum. Skyrockets in flight. We can thank Cool Boy for that. At least we do. I knew where Cool Boy had come from. I'm glad that my YouTube son confirmed my suspicions. Lipton have passion fruit iced tea sachet. I've got so many passion fruit off my vine that are ripe that I need to get the pulp out like in the next day or so, and then there's a heap more on the vine as well. Imagine housewives singing that song in the supermarket. I am imagining that because I think we've all got that earworm now, right? I wonder if I can make my own. I can easily make my own passion fruit tea. But I must admit, my passion fruit curd is amazing. Oh, no, AJ, no. Human fecal matter. Yep. Scout's got the Afternoon Delight stuck in her brain. Heimdall Cooter was in here earlier. Heimdall's Cooter was in here earlier with all the lyrics too. No, now I've got a sort of mashup of Human Fecal Matter and Afternoon Delight combined, and that is not a good visual. Afternoon Delight should never have human fecal matter in the mix. There is nothing delightful about that at all. Oh my God, you guys are bastards. Now I'm going to be singing. I'll be giving great legal advice today, and then in the middle of the chat, I'll be like, just put on Afternoon Delight and make some Lipton's tea. I love Lipton's too. That's my favourite. Like for just a standard black tea bag, I'm a Lippy's girl for sure. Okay, for any Aussies here in the chat, the Depp Heard trial will recommence live at midnight. Thank you for that, AJ. After tomorrow, when I finish work, my life will be all about getting up and watching the trial and going live. I'm going to go live and do commentary as well. Like I'll stream someone and we'll have a bit of fun. Scout desperately trying to sort out our earworm issues. I've got to go. I start work in 2 minutes. I hope you all have a lovely night, day. See you around. And if there's anything important that happens, those of you who know how to message me with the trial, if anything important happens, let me know, okay? Okay? Stay groovy, everyone. And if you've ever got anything you want to do, any questions you want answered, you better call Tor. You like that? I think it sounds daggy, but love you, Groovers. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you soon.